Hello everyone, I hope all of you are well and staying safe and healthy. This week we will cover research methods and design in social sciences. So there are two main research approaches, which are deductive and inductive. So the deductive approach is a top-down approach. You deduce a hypothesis from theory, express the hypothesis in operational terms, then you test the hypothesis, then you will examine the outcome of the inquiry, and if necessary, you will modify the theory according to your examination. On the other hand, the inductive approach is vice versa. We use a bottom-up approach. First, you conduct your observation or you collect your data, then you determine the patterns. Afterwards, you set your hypothesis and then you conclude your theory. So if we check the differences between the approaches and if we compare them, within the deduction emphasis we have scientific principles. We move from theory to data, the need to explain causal relationship between variables, there is collection of quantitative data, the application of controls to ensure validity of data, then we have the operationalization of concepts to ensure clarity of definition. It is a highly structured approach. Researchers independent of what is being researched, but there is necessity to select samples of sufficient size in order to generalize conclusions. On the other hand, within the induction emphasis, it is gaining understanding of the meanings humans attach to events. There is a close understanding of the research context. There is collection of qualitative data. It is a more flexible structure to permit changes of research emphasis as the research progresses. There is a realization that the researcher is part of the research process. There is less concern with the need to generalize. If the two approaches are combined, we have abduction moving back and forth between induction and deduction. For example, a possible approach might be observation, then theoretical modeling, then collection of data, and then empirical modeling. So if we check types of data, we have quantitative and qualitative. You can think about a spectrum where it is totally quantitative or totally qualitative, and my advice, especially for the PhD students, to use both approach. I uploaded some examples for you, examples of quantitative research and qualitative research. The links are available on Moodle. Okay, we have discussion question. Identify a type of data at each end of spectrum and one or two in the middle. And we can discuss them via our online session. What you can do or want to do with the data will depend on what type of data that you have. In general, can do more with more quantitative data. However, even quite qualitative data can be made more quantitative. You can use of Likert scale or similar approach to do that. So I know you are familiar with the Likert scale example, but there is an example sentence for you. Research method is a useful model. So there is options of strongly agree, neither agree, nor disagree to strongly disagree. And if you number them from 1 to 5, then you can use it for quantitative analysis. But you should be careful for implications, and don't forget 1 will represent strongly disagree and 5 will represent strongly agree. And if we move on within our example, you can see you can ask the participant whether they are currently unemployed, retired, and for each option you can give a number, so you can use them within your SPS analysis. I know that you had experience of these within your research methods, but let me give you an example of types of variables. So you can have interval or ratio where the distances between categories are identical across the range. So think about examples for this and we will discuss them via our online session. Ordinal variables can be ranked, but distance between categories is not equal across the range. Then we have nominal variables where categories cannot be rank ordered. Then we have dichotomous, where variables containing data that have only 2 categories. So if we move on with types of variable, we have continuous data, where values can theoretically take any value. It can be delivery distance or length of employment. We have discrete data, and it can be measured precisely, so number of customers or proceeds. You should be careful not to use software to generate inappropriate statistics for your type of data. Precise data can be made less precise later, but not vice versa. So if you are in doubt, collect at the highest level of precision you can.